Cuss warning, we got lazy and left the cursing in.
So I'm flying solo today. Dr. Mears is not with me. It is Memorial Day, and happy holidays if it's that what you call it. So today I'm going to be just doing gratuitous plugs for a lot of small businesses at the forefront of my mind, because I got nothing better to do than just talk shit.
United we stand, divided we fall. Gotta go. Take the touch with you on me. Gotta go. These sense of security. Gotta go. Want to live my life for me.
Today's entry song is Agnostic Front, Gotta Go. And yeah, right, there's a lot of things that gotta go. Like businesses cannibalizing businesses. People who know me or know you guys know that I am all about the collaborative economy of all economies, because we hear all the cliche shit. Businesses that rise up other businesses, everybody rises up, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other thing. The reality of it is that that cliche shit is a cliche for a reason. Businesses supporting businesses. My first piece of advice to any businesses out there that have a competitive mindset first, dial that back. Look at what you perceive as your competitors, obviously, and then turn around and see what they do that is successful. Emulate that, copy that, whatever, and put your own spin on it. There's no shame in doing something that is successful. And one thing that I don't see that I believe can be successful is the genuine propping up of other businesses, not the typical, oh yeah, that's a great business, they're awesome, they're so cool, but the actual, let me throw this shit up on my social media to help out Becky or help out LaShawn or help out somebody. You don't have to do it consistently, but just do it. Everybody's got a big talk game. Yeah, I support you. But when it really comes down, push comes to shove, especially in today's technological age, that's measurable. That is really measurable. So if you really believe and genuinely do support another small business, if you're not already, prop them up, even if they're your competition. I always go to this baker metaphor, or whatever you want to call it, where that if a bakery opens up across the street from you, don't freak out. They may be producing a product you don't produce, and you may produce a product they don't produce. You can walk over there and you can say, hey, bakery buddy, checking you out. I'm the guy or gal from across the way. See what you got. Shake hands. And it doesn't have to be may the best man win bullshit or dog eat dog. You could actually be like, oh, I don't make those. Hey, I got a great idea. I don't see you make this. I'll put up a rack of your stuff in my shop, and my shop in your shop, and it might be fucking crazy, but let's give it a shot, And you mutually agree maybe not to ever produce that product. And then also, between the two of you and all your knowledge as bakers, you could literally create a baking street festival. Like, think outside of the competitive box. With that said, I want to just shout out a bunch of businesses today for Memorial Day, and hope that you will find them on the web, purchase from them, support them, give them a plug on social media. Reviews for small businesses are awesome, even if you don't think they are. Those genuine sound bites or testimonials, they do have impact. So even if you are in, Oregon somewhere, and you've done some business online with a company out in New York or New Jersey or wherever, throw up a testimonial on your social. Throw up a testimonial on the review site. Send them an email saying thank you so much, so that they can use that quote. That's actually very supportive. So with that said, I'm going to give a big shout out today to a company in New Jersey Gambit Services. And let me tell you why Gambit is a cool company. Not just the fact that I know Rafael Mata, the owner, president, and his wife Irene, but because when there's somebody that's deep inside the trenches of small business on that government side, so SBDC, state government, those things, they really do have a inside track on how things work. So if you're a small business in New Jersey, in New York, in the tri-state region, actually anywhere, because Raphael go anywhere, getting that small business consulting from somebody who's been not just on the outside as an entrepreneur with years of experience as an entrepreneur, but with years of experience on the inside, that gives you and your business an edge, especially if you're trying to get grant funding through the state, through small business or SBA or some other organization, if you're trying to get small business loans, if you're trying to elevate your business, start one, expand one, especially expansion too. Expansion is not easy. Having somebody in your corner that genuinely knows the ins and outs of the small business community from both sides is just so value add. It's ridiculous. It's like having, like, think about it. If Michael Jordan is coaching your high school basketball team, that's basically the whole thing. What do you think's going to happen to your high school team? Your kid's going to be a star. So yeah, Gambit Services, you want to check them out on the web at, that's GAMB as in boy, IT as in Tom, S as in Sam, V as in Victor, C as in Charlie, S as in Sam.com. So gambitsvcs.com. And yeah, Raphael, if you're listening to this, free plug, dude. So that's really one of the small business I've had experience with that support and help small businesses. And I know in detail the deep root of knowledge they have. And again, why is it important? Why are you going to spend the money on a small business consultant? Well, I'll go back to the baker. If you're a baker and you've been a baker and baker is what you know, you're a baker, dude. You're not a business development guy or gal. You're a baker. You can read all the shit on the internet all you want. You could take all the classes in the world, but you're never going to be the person who spent 30 years being the business person, the entrepreneur, the inside person working for the state, the government. It's really important when you are looking for that expertise to understand, again, if you're a mechanic for 20 years, 30 years, you have intimate knowledge that your customer doesn't have. So it's the same thing with business consulting. It's one of those things. You hire the expert, stay your lane, let them do their job, and don't think you don't need them. And then I'm going to jump over to my co-host, who is not here today, Dr. Mears, and her Steer Us program. Now, again, Dr. Mears has extensive history in research, especially in pharma and science and biologies and stuff. And, through that extensive years, she was behind startups, capital raising, venture capital for that whole sector, and that's a hard sector to be in. So she has a really good grasp of how do you sell your product, how do you sell your business, how do you get investors. That's huge. When you think about, people put angel money or venture capital behind just the idea. It's never actually behind the final product. When you're looking to elevate your business and know what to do and what not to do, you might want to check out Dr. Mears as far as small business supports. Because let's be real here, folks. Again, I go back to stay in your lane. If you're a professional cat herder and you're really good at it, you're probably not the professional venture capital person. Check out Dr. Mears at SteerUs, SteerUS.io, and that's a short plug for her. I'm not going to get deep in. So who else is out there that we need to plug, right? So let's talk about small retail for a minute. Small retail businesses. Look, folks, you see that shop small stuff American Express does. And I know for a fact it's hard to shop a mom and pop business because of the mass market nature of a Walmart and Amazon, etc. The price variations can sometimes be significant, but don't let pennies kill your shop small neighborhood, your community businesses. If you think for 1 minute buying, a purse on Amazon for, $49, and I don't know what they go for, so bear with me. If you could probably be like $49, I'll take a Yves Saint Laurent all day, $45. But if you think that buying that name brand purse on Amazon is going to save you a significant amount of money, think about everything else that goes into that, right? So let's say the purse is $50 on Amazon, $100 in the mom and pop shop. It's the same purse, 100% identical, authentic, whatever. You might save $50 on Amazon, but if that thing comes back flawed or there's a problem, then you go through the Amazon process of refund, and they make it super easy. No ands, ifs, or buts. They make it super easy. A couple of things is that even though it might say 100% actual, it may not be. It may be a really good knockoff. That's one. Whereas a small mom and pop business, they're not going to be buying the knockoffs unless maybe you're down on Canal Street in Manhattan and you go into the back room. But yeah, so think about what you're getting. You're getting the mom and pop, you're getting the customer service, you're getting the taxes back in your neighborhood. You're supporting a small business. A lot of times these mom and pops will make friends with you. You'll be a friend. That extra $50 you spent might yield some greater benefits in the future to you if you're looking for something in return. And there's customer service. You have to think about what that does. If you support that mom and pop, the lasting effect of that extra money you might spend has an impact on the neighborhood. You support that business and you get that business to stay there. You, in fact, are helping your community as a whole, right? Because what happens when you get vacant spaces because they're, it's too expensive to rent or the market isn't there, and you get more vacant spaces and more vacant spaces. I mean, just look at the mall model. The mall model is a beast of vacant spaces. They actually have Urban X shows on YouTube that are taking you through these abandoned 80s icons, right? So the small mom and pop shop I'm going to plug is in Keyport, New Jersey. They are called the Parlor Keyport. And Genevieve, John, Rick, Danny, they're the owners there. It's a unique oddity shop. It's a magic shop, and not magic like stage magic, but witchcraft and spiritualism and stuff like that. 99.9% of everything that's in that shop is handmade. Those guys are making the perfumes and the candles. The gree bags that they have, those are theirs. They make them. The antiques, the odd, weird antiques come from old sideshows. These are not mass market produced stuff. You're not going to go in there and get a stuffed raven that was you could buy on Temu. It's not the same. It's a real damn raven. They're in Keyport, New Jersey. They're the Parlor Keyport. They are a fantastic group of people. They have ghost tours. They have tarot reading. They have oddities, jewelry, a lot of unique stuff that fit in the spooky, weird, creepy spaces. And for all you clown lovers, anybody who knows me, I hate fucking clowns, and they make it a point to make sure to always have clowns in the store for me. But you want to check them out at the Parlor, PARLOUR Keyport, KEYPORT.com. And you also want to go to their shop, which is always open except when it's not, and that's at I believe it's 7 Main Street. It could be mistaken. It could be 8 Main Street. It's 8 Main Street in Keyport, New Jersey. They do some great stuff. And hey, artists, listen, if you're an artist and you make some creepy stuff, handmade stuff, statues, paintings, show them your stuff. They have put artists in their store. They have actually done whole things where they showcased for a week or a month the artist. So check it out. So again, supporting that mom and pop shop is really important, and that goes into like tuning into things like your YouTube their YouTube channels, live streams, podcasts. It's a show of support, because if there's an opportunity for those things to grow, just the fact that you subscribe to the channel or you follow them and you like and you comment and things like that, just like here on our channel, the more you do that, the more opportunity they have to qualify for monetization, which gives them more income opportunity to keep their business afloat. So Check out the Parlor Keyport if you're into the spooky, the weird, the odd, the goth, the punk, witchcraft, zombies, clowns, and other unique items. They have some great historic stuff too. I mean, genuinely historic. So they had some stuff from circuses back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s in the shop a few times. So it's really great place. So just so we're clear, I'm not just stuck on New Jersey businesses. If anybody knows me, I like boxing. I think it's a crucial sport. I like it better than MMA, as much as I like MMA. But there's something I was always taught: boxing is the gentleman's sport. It's pugilism. I want to give a big shout out to Elephant in the Room Boxing. They are located, I believe it's New Haven, Connecticut. The woman who started it, Devon, excuse me if I'm butchering your name, she is community driven. This is not about her being the next Don King. She's community driven. Her organization's a not-for-profit. They have after-school programs. They have training programs. I've seen this place. I've seen the kids in action. I mean, literally, 20 kids in a room, standing all in line, being trained to box. It's pretty wild. We have video from it, from when we met her, 5-6 years ago. It's called Elephant in the Room Boxing. So if you're in New Haven, Connecticut, if you want to put your children in a good program that teaches discipline, athletics, critical thinking, these are the folks you want to check out. Devon is amazing. She is amazing. I mean, super dedicated. I believe by day she's a nurse, and by night she runs a boxing club. And you can find them at eirboxing.org, and they are located in New Haven, Connecticut. Said, why is boxing a thing that I feel strongly about and is important? It builds character, it builds discipline, it builds commitment, and you don't have to want a career in boxing. So you can do this just like any other committed sport you're committed to: athletics, exercise, etc. It's a fantastic way to discipline for children, to learn discipline, and even adults. I mean, you can start training in boxing at any age. So Elephant in the Room Boxing, Devon, I think her last name was Candy or Kennedy. She is the executive director and the founder. You can check them out at eirboxing.org, and they are in New Haven, Connecticut. So big shout out to her. She was amazing. I would not get in the ring with her. So she will kick my ass. So those are some of those plugs that I want to deliver to everybody today. I'm going to keep this podcast really short. I'm going to do some gratuitous plugs for us. As a small business, you face challenges, right? So those challenges, by the way, none of these plugs were paid plugs. This is me supporting small businesses. But anyway, going back to challenges, you face challenges as a small business all the time. And sometimes those challenges can be pretty big. And a lot of times under those big circumstances, people make a decision. They have that one moment where they're like, should I be doing this? Can I keep doing this? Does it make sense to do this? That thought, if it lingers for more than that split second, if you ever have it, should just should just be put aside. What you should be looking for is the pivot, the change, the plan B, the plan C, the plan D. Always have those plans, the just in cases, and prepare to make a move. Your client base, if you have one, will usually understand if you have to make changes and make decisions, if you have to lower prices, raise prices, stop services, add services, whatever it's going to be, shorten contract periods, change the rules, whatever they are. Most clients will understand. You never try to impact the clients that are already under contract, but going forward, most clients get it. Most clients don't care. Most potential customers don't care if they're getting what they perceive as a value-add service. What I would suggest anybody does as a small business is always have a plan C, D, E, F. So Black Ink Creative Partners, I started that company in 2013. It grew, creative spaces, government contracting, all that stuff. I sort of ignored it when I launched the Procurement Com brand, and it was just because I didn't have the resources to run two big projects. So I made the conscious effort to minimize the work I was doing with Black Ink and to grow the Procurement Con brand. And we grew that over a few years. We got hit with these federal budget cuts this year, which caused us to take a hit. So I had to make a decision. And that decision was, do I, take Black Ink and get back into that creative development space? And do I do those kind of contracts again? What do I do? So it only made sense, instead of shifting my focus and my, event production skills, to take everything I had done over the years with Procurement Con in event production and planning and programming and all that stuff, and just pivot Black Ink into event production. And the only thing that would be different was we were not doing business education and government contracting. We do fan events. We do business to consumer events. We do a mix where we would have a business to consumer component and a B2B component. We'd have a fan event that we would go out of our way, same model, to support small businesses. And so Black Ink Creative Partners, we launched Black Ink Events, and you can visit us online. Just go to blackink.events to see what we're doing, to see the events that we're putting together. And again, keeping in the frame of what we started with Procurement Con was, working towards finding uniqueness or niches, or specialties. And that's what we're doing with Black Ink Events. One of our first events that we're launching this year, in partnership with Edmonds Promotions, a boxing club. There I go back to boxing, and ACX1 Studios, is Fight Night. And along the lines of that, that's going to be happening October 25th. It's still up in the air. The fight, the approval was given to Edmund Promotion for the fight. Now we just have to finalize 100% the date. And we're hopefully doing that in the next week, but we're targeting October 25th. But more than just a fight night, more than just a main event fight night for, fighters in the Edmonds camp, we're actually going to turn that into an all-day boxing event. So going from just a fight night, that'll be the capstone for the night, we're going to be having an all-day event. We're going to have exhibitions, sellers, boxing memorabilia sellers. We're looking at bringing exhibition fights in, amateur fights, ranking fights, and working with other partners. We have courted an organization that works deeply in the sports space for athletes to be, beyond just athletes. What do you do with your athletic career when it's over? What do you do simultaneously with it? How do you create, a space for an industry as an entrepreneur? What do you do? So we are working on that event, again, targeting October 25th. It's going to be under another project that we're handling and doing called Invest Atlantic City, which is a massive public-private partnership to evolve the city of Atlantic City. And there's a lot going on with that. As a matter of fact, this is airing today on Memorial Day. Tomorrow we're having an Invest Atlantic City info session and Q&A session at Resorts Casino Hotel in Atlantic City, where we will be updating everybody on the things that we have done, the things that are progressing forward, what we are bringing to Atlantic City, and what the future looks like with this project. So you could check that out on our YouTube channel. What Invest Atlantic City is. Actually, you can't. You have to reach out to me for the link. So reach out to me at eric@procurementcon.com, and I can send you the link if you're interested in putting your business there, becoming part of Invest Atlantic City. You could also reach out there if you want to be part of the boxing event. The boxing event, again, October 25th. But aside from that, one more gratuitous plug. We are producing a cybersecurity event in partnership again with Invest Atlantic City, a tech company called Different Systems. And that will also be happening in Atlantic City. And that one, I can't say too much. There's a lot of programming up in the air, but that will be a two-track project, a two-track event with education, speakers, conferences, vendors, networking, exhibitions, and that'll all be centered around cybersecurity, AI, and technology. That will also be in partnership with ACX1 Studios on the boardwalk there, and that will be a full day event happening in November. So those are my gratuitous plugs for myself. I'm going to throw in one more shout out to a New Jersey business here. I think is an interesting business. It's called Renee. And they are at the Ocean Casino Hotel in Atlantic City in the shopping area. So what's so cool about Renee? You might be like, hey, it's another clothing store. It's another bougie clothing store. It's another, high price clothing store, high end clothing store. Here's what's really unique about Renee. Renee is not dropping in that store mass market luxury brands. She's bringing unique fashions to the table, things that you probably couldn't get anywhere else. One of a kind type fashions or handmade fashions. And she has an amazing, beautiful selection of products that, again, are super unique. She's as a small business, she's supporting small designers, independent designers, and she's bringing those products to us here. And these are products from around the world. So check her out, Renee, in the Ocean Casino, and her web address is actually. Find her on Facebook, Renee, Renee, at Ocean Casino Resort. Her Facebook handle is Renee, Renee 5455. You should be able to find her either way. Check her out. You can also find her on Instagram, and I believe she is also, let me see, on the web. Yeah, you can find her also. I believe she's on the Ocean Casino Resort website. So check her out. I mean, she's got an amazing store, amazing product, unique. She's a really, really cool owner. Like, she is fun. And yeah, so there you go. Those are the plugs for Memorial Day. That's what I'm doing today as I'm celebrating small businesses on Memorial Day. And the last thing I want you to do is when you walk into a store, when you walk into a shop, don't be afraid to say, are you veteran owned? Because veteran owned businesses make up a big percentage of our small business community, and they don't talk about their service to this country and what they did. They volunteered, went in. Some of them have seen things we only see on the news. They've seen it firsthand. So give them a shout out, give them a thanks. And you folks go enjoy your Memorial Day. Drink one for me.
Can't believe what I've